may have sat in manifestation trying to manifest this into your life. And there is a water connection, whether you've sat there meditating in front of a fish tank, in front of a water feature. I feel you need to let go of the manifestation and just live. You're a water person. Don't tell me Pisces. I'm a Scorpio, so I'm a water person too, but I don't know how they get a water person being a Scorpio. But if you are Pisces, you pledge to water. Okay. Because I feel that meditating around water, in front of water, and then letting the water take your dream, it will come back to you. And that's why I say it will come back to you. And I feel like November, I know you want to hear something sooner, but I do feel your actual dream will come back to you between September and November. Yeah, when it comes back, you'll know it for sure. And at the moment, do you feel like you're walking on eggshells around someone? No, the Nine of Cups isn't in what I got November. September to November. That's the time period I got. So it wasn't to do with the Nine of Cups in November, but I do feel like right now you're walking on eggshells around someone. And the Eurythmics, walking on broken glass, is what I hear when I get that sense. Yeah. But I feel like there's snapbacks. And just be wary that it's not you. Just do some self-reflection. Because I feel like the person concerned is ready to jump in and take things further. You're not. And someone's concerned about financial position. I don't know whether that's you about their financial position or them about your financial position, but someone has concern. Oh, I'm glad it was correct, because I see you sitting in heartache. It's like you don't know what's going on, and it's confusing, it's heart-wrenching, it's energy-sucking. And it's like, I'm picking up that you want to scream out. I was honest right from the start. Well, I would say keep manifesting, because I do see the manifestation, and I know it's a fair way away. September to November. Whatever it is you're manifesting will come about September to November of this year. Welcome in, the Enigmatic Hermit. Love the handle. I feel like an enigmatic hermit at the moment. Yeah, but there's a lot of blessings in between, so don't think you just have to sit around and wait for it. It's like sitting around waiting for the person of your dreams to come knocking on your door. It's not going to happen. You have to get out. out and about in the world. But I feel like that out and about in the world is a little bit threatening at the moment because of past heartache. So hopefully that reading resonated, but I do see you getting out in the world a bit more this year. Oh, thank you for the 12 gift subs too. Okay, you want one card. Do you want an oracle? For your 12 gift subs, I can give you an oracle. Or do you just want a tarot? Ah, that'd be fantastic. Okay. Yes, I do like the enigmatic hermit. Ah, I wish I was good at coming up with names. Oh, we have to be if we do it on Twitch. It's a very solo prospect. But, yeah, I feel like I'm locking myself away. But the magician, let's see what the oracle has. Okay. Ah, patience. Ha. What did I say throughout the read, the magician? I said patience and enjoy the journey. And you can see why I don't look at those while I'm reading. Music fantastic, welcome in. Okay. And this deck is by Crystal Banner. And I do like this deck, as do most of my followers. Oh, the magician, thank you for the 100 bits as well. But there's patience. It's like something that's coming you can't quite see. And put people to the test. Let's see what Crystal Banner says about it. The yield sign is a reminder that it is necessary to slow down and sometimes even pause temporarily. This card is a message of patience and observation. It is a reminder to take your time and proceed when the coast is clear. The yield sign is clearly visible on the card, but there is heavy foliage surrounding the sign, potentially obstructing your view. This represents the need to have patience for ongoing situations in your life, since you may not be able to see the big picture yet. Although it can feel like different situations have caused you to wait, the pauses you may be experiencing have not been in vain. Yield signs commonly appear when you're traveling from one place to another. So this message is particularly important when moving into different phases in life. Remember, patience is not punishment. Timing plays an important role in your current experiences. The extra consideration taken now will ensure you move forward in the most strategic and successful way. The magician, I actually think that pretty much sums up your reading. Observe what's going on around you, then take action. Observe what's going on around you, then take action. It's like patience isn't punishment. Patience is information gathering think of yourself as a spy. No, thank you, the Magician, for 12 gift subs, and thank you for that. That's very touching to me. And the 100 bits as well. But just know, moving forward, you can say no. Most people are fearful of the words that say no. Fearful of the word no, I should say. We've got to start liking the word no. It actually helps us enforce our boundaries. It helps us in so many different ways. And I do have to welcome in Sabs. While I was reading that, Sabs came in. Welcome in, Sabs. And Alex, new in the chat. Welcome in. Oh, and thank you for passing the blessings on. As I always say, giving, the universe will give back. So that's my wish for you, the Magician, that the universe give back to you. And it usually comes back when it's not requested. It usually comes back tenfold. And Dreamweaver, welcome in. It usually comes back tenfold when it's given freely. And hopefully the message resonated with you. Okie dokie. Now, I do know that my subs were... It is true, Snow Kai. Saying no can sometimes feel rude and uncomfortable, but it enforces our boundaries. It helps us to bless our own time. And we do need to bless our own time. Oh, thank you, the Magician. Oh, the end of the year was like saying goodbye to something that was bad. It was upsetting it, Charlie, at the same time as it was celebrating a new chapter. I'm looking forward to the new chapter, believe it or not. And good old Nicole, welcome in the chat for the first time. I do remember seeing you in somebody else's stream, so thank you for following. Ah, Blue Light Oracle stream. And yes to the new chapter. Well, Sylvie, you are up. And my nails still aren't quite dry yet, so we'll see. Oh, now I've got a reputation to live up to, good old Nicole. I've got a reputation to live up to. It's not a good... Oh, Blue Moss Dragonette. See, there's too many blues. Blue Moss Dragonette. Yes. I've got to live up to that reputation now. Okay. Let's see. Okay, Sylvie. Yeah, I'm wearing blue nail polish. So... But I do me, and me's good enough for me. And I'm glad Charlie sees it as a new chapter. Now, Sylvie, can you understand having to go to bed early New Year's Eve because of a headache? Blue's a calming colour. It is, Dreamweaver. It's a calming colour, but to me, it's also a meditative colour. Now, Sylvie, can you understand having to go to bed early because of a migraine? I'm feeling it's only a day ago. No. Then I have to say you slept through New Year's Eve. You never had a migraine. Can you understand sleeping through New Year's Eve? You were awake. Okay, I'm going to change decks. Which other one did they want me to pick up? See what happens when I do my nails before a stream? I do the lazy reach for decks. Okay. No. I'm still getting tiredness. Lightseeker, Happy New Year to you. Welcome in. Kyanite while meditating. I hold citrine, but then everybody has their own approach. That's what I love about Twitch, is that everybody has their own approach, and everybody's fine with that. Usually, well, I travel the spiritual community in Australia, so usually it means travel. Okay, Sylvie, I'm still getting tiredness that seems to be more than usual, more than normal. It's like fatigue. You can relate to that, Sylvie? Yeah. It's like fatigue. It's not going away. You may need to seek an opinion on why it's not going away. Okay. Can you understand being the sole income provider? Okay, now that doesn't make sense to me. Let me work this out, Sylvie. There's something about a sole income provider. It relates to income. Sole income provider. Okay. Can you understand being in heartache over that? It was weird the way the cards came out, because there's still love. There's masses of love pouring out here. And I feel that's the reason for continuing with this situation. Yeah. I do get the feeling, though, that you would prefer it to be different. You would prefer it to be opposite. There's masses of love coming out in this reading at the same time, but the exhausted is overriding most of what I'm picking up. Can you understand your person having lost someone close? I feel like there's been a passing within your person's family. And I need to go back about 6 to 8 months. You don't have a person. Then if it relates, it's just you. But 6 to 8 months ago, there was something that was tragic. I'm picking up 6 to 8 months ago, there was something that was tragic. And I do feel it like a loss. You can understand that. I'm being impressed, Sylvie, with you wanting to take words back. It's like the last words you spoke to a person were, in your mind, selfish. There's still love. This is why I'm having difficulty working out. There's still so much love with this connection. And I do feel like, even though this person may not be in your world at the moment, I feel you talking to them. Almost to the point of telling them off. And who hasn't done that? I've done it. I've talked. Yeah, it's like you're in a room and you're talking to this person and saying, why did you go? And yes, I'm sure there is still love. You got Ace of Cups, Page of Cups, Nine of Cups, Queen of Cups. The Lovers is the next card that came out. If the Lovers doesn't represent love, to me it represents a Gemini energy. So is that 6 to 8 months ago? Yes. Gemini, 8 months ago. I do feel that words spoken were spoken in haste. So I'll let you think on that, Sylvie. As someone said to me, you don't relate to... Then Gemini season, 6 to 8 months ago, is Gemini season. The 8 months anyway. But I feel an unexpected of picking up pieces. I need to ask this, Sylvie. I feel it's a male energy. That was the tragedy 6 to 8 months ago. Just let me know if that resonates with you. A male energy involved in tragedy 6 to 8 months ago. I'm not picking it up out of the blue here, so I'm going to stick with that. Have a think about it, and have a think about where, maybe longer than that. It'd only be a bit if I'm going to Gemini season. Okay, chat, help me. Gemini season is early June. Late May, June. Late May, June. Please let there be some astrological people in the chat. None comes to mind. Have a think about it in your quiet moments, because it wasn't coming through my intuition. Good old Nicole, that was the read for Sylvie. And I do feel that there's been sitting in patience. Late May. Thank you, Snowkai. Yeah, late May is the start of Gemini season. I feel that that has something to do with this. I do see if it is a reconciliation, it will happen, but time will tell. Oh, hello from Jersey. Welcome in. Gemini, May through June. So there we go. Thank you, Dreamweaver. So Sylvie, have a think about that. If you're looking at, because I still get so much love here, if you're looking at a reconciliation with this person, I do believe it's possible. You asked me if I was sure about the love. Yes, I'm sure about love. Because I get one negative card and 3 positive. One negative card, 3 positive. And just think about it. And remember, Sylvie, come in and feedback, even if it's wrong. I don't care about the wrong feedback. But I have to go with my intuition and what comes through from the other side. And the amount of love that's in this reading, a reconciliation is quite possible. Even pop back in if you hear from this person again. I feel you will. Within the next month or so, I feel you'll hear from this person. That's weird. I'm going to get my spirit person deck because all of a sudden my eyesight's gone blurry. My eyesight only goes blurry when a spirit person's trying to get through and I'm ignoring them. Can you understand Macy? Macy? When they talk to me, I have to give it how I hear it. Now this is for Sylvie, so if it's the store, we don't have a Macy's here in Australia. If you can relate to the store, I heard Macy. So it's pretty close to Macy's, the store. We don't have one here in Australia. Okay. I can't change what I hear. I have to give it how I hear it. Because I'm less clairaudient than I am any of the other clairs. So when they do speak, I listen. I feel that like there's a family connection going back to the 50s. And there's a flower name like Lily or Daisy, or it's a flower name. Okay, there's a Daisy in the family. Can you relate that to connecting with Macy? It's coming in on the one connection, so I can't separate the information. It wouldn't be Daisy Rose, would it? You know how some people have two names? Only Daisy. Then check on that link of the family for a connection to Macy. I didn't hear the S on the end, but I'm not going to discount it. And I'm feeling like there's a Tennessee connection for you, Sylvie. Or an old town. In Australia, I get feelings about suburbs and towns, and I'm usually spot on. But when it comes to international, I can be a bit off. My international geography is... Then check with the family surrounding the Daisy. I'm going back to the 1950s here. So it might need some asking. I do feel like there's a connection to Tennessee. Whether it be the University of Tennessee or whether it be Tennessee itself. But they want to be remembered, and I feel like along their line there's been a new addition, like a wedding, engagement, wedding or birth. It's up to you to check out, Sylvie, and feedback. Even if it's incorrect, come back and feedback. There was a wedding last year. Around April. Okay. I wouldn't be at all surprised if you hear about a new addition too. As in a child. If it connects to the Daisy line of the family, I'm sticking with it. And remember, there's a possibility of a reconciliation for you. There was too much love coming out on the table in the cards. I couldn't change it. Way too much. It was almost making me tearful. And I can get pretty hard. I have to keep my energy up. It's not because I'm unfeeling. It's because I need to keep that energy up. I need to keep that energy going. And I do have to get up and stretch. And hydrate. But hopefully you're able to place that information, Sylvie. And it's strange. Somebody gave me a reading years and years and years ago. I'm talking like 40 years ago. And they kept telling me to check it out in my own time. And I'm like, yeah, what a load of crap. I checked it out in my own time, and everything that that person said was spot on. And that's what led me to become a spiritual, intuitive, psychic medium. So maybe it's going to lead you somewhere. And Lily is the birth flower of May. Oh, there you go. You investigate, Sylvie, and pop back in and let us know. I know it was a reading full of bitses, but please check it out, Sylvie, because I may not be certain of how it flowed, but I'm certain of the information. So you're welcome. Pop back in and let us know. Give us something to chat about in 2024, even if it was Karen stuffed up. Lots of puzzle pieces. Yeah. But I feel that intrigues you, Sylvie. It's the puzzle pieces that intrigue you. I'm going to have some coffee now. I need coffee. Oh. Yeah, the 2024 Goss. Am I any good? Am I not? And yes, good old Nicole. I love my coffee. Seriously. My cup is massive. Like, I'll show it in the little screen. It's almost as big as me. It's my coffee cup. I need coffee. But Sylvie, please come back and tell us. And I do know that the next were subs, so Snow Kai. Okay. Can you tell me if this newish person has an Irish connection? Just let me know if the newish person has an Irish connection. And yes, my nails have dried enough, I can fan shuffle now. German. No, I'd love to say, oh yeah, of course I meant it was German, but there's a big difference between leprechauns and Achtung. So, I'm not going to accept that. Karen was wrong. I do your digging though. I feel there's an Irish connection there. Okay, find out the other part. I believe it won't be that hard for you. Sweet Tea Plays, welcome in. And oh dear. Oh, I'm going all over the keyboard today. And Sweet Tea Plays is a gamer, so if you're not into me and you want some games, Happy New Year to you too, Sweet Tea Plays. Perhaps you're not 100% sure. 2024 is going to be interesting. So let's call it that. It's going to be weirdly interesting. Can I ask, did you meet this person on the 29th of December? Snow Kai? Did you meet this person on the 29th of December? And just for those in the chat, there is thunder coming across now. We're having very tropical weather here in Melbourne. Not sure I like it, but that's what it is. You're welcome, Sweet Tea Plays. You helped me out with all the gaming stuff. When I say gaming pictures. Yes, you did. Okay, Snake Eye. Sweet Tea Plays helps me out with the gaming stuff I see in my head. Because I'm not a gamer. I don't profess to be. And Sweet Tea Plays has helped me out on so many different occasions in translating the game I see in my head to something that other people understand. Because I can say, oh, I see people shooting, there's boxes around, but a little communicate. But yeah, I feel that this is positive. I feel the person is torn between, oh, you're in Lower WA. Ah, thank you, Dreamweaver. And you've got thunder there as well. Well, I'm in Victoria, so yeah, there's thunder coming across now. It was predicted, but at least we're not having Gold Coast weather. Those two poor kids that were drowned on New Year's Day or New Year's Eve celebrations, my heart goes out to their family. Snow Kai, I do get a good feeling about this. I feel you get a good feeling. You're sick of the defeat, though, when you meet someone and it goes no further. And that energy is starting to come across. Yes, two small children that were... A lot of people wouldn't understand, but here in Australia, if we want to see fireworks, we can sometimes go out on the water and watch the fireworks. However, in some states within Australia, this happened in Queensland, there was flooding rains on New Year's Eve. And that's where the two children died. They were on a boat watching fireworks and they passed away. So my heart goes out to the family. So if you can, just in your quiet moments, everybody, send a prayer to the family of those two children. 2024 isn't going to be good for them. And you can resonate with it. I feel you juggling whether to approach this person, Snow Kai. They take to, in the Great Lakes, they do fireworks over water. See, it can be hazardous, but usually in Australia it's pretty calm. But people didn't change their plans with weather warnings, but we can't blame victims here. I hate victim blaming. I really do. I just send my prayers to the family that's going through it. And I know worldwide there has to be other families going through exactly the same thing. So I send my prayers out to them. And yes, when I wake up, you can understand that, Snow Kai. When I wake up on New Year's Day, I thank the universe for allowing me to wake up and be safe. That's all you need for a gratitude thing. I've woken up, I am safe. Nothing has harmed me. Lady Lucia, welcome in. You are on my shout out list too, by the way, I have to let you know. I'll get there. But Snow Kai, can you understand feeling trapped? Feeling trapped by your reluctance to make a move? I feel waiting is the wrong thing. The reluctance to make a move doesn't come up unless there's a... If you make a move and they say no, you're no worse off. There's no embarrassment to be had. If you don't make a move, the answer's still limbo. If you make a move and they say no, at least you've got certainty. Have a think on that one. Oh, I'm full of wisdom today. I just wish it resonated in the reading a bit more. Because, okay, I can see you sitting at a screen just thinking, Snow Kai. Just let me know if that resonates, because I'm seeing it as if you're sitting at a screen just thinking. And I feel that you're glowing at the moment. Horse-drawn portrait, happy 2024. And I'm not calling anyone out. I don't say this to be mean at all. I have to do that after my Scorpio tongue got me in trouble last year, or just around Christmas. Can you understand feeling like you've failed? I don't get that that's what it is. I get that that's an inner feeling. And no, it's not. Look, you've got the universe coming out after it. Oh, you remembered my... Yeah, good old Nicole. I've got a Scorpio tongue. And I insulted one of my regular subbers just by blurting things out. But in Australia, we don't really excuse ourselves for blurting things out. We just do it. But Snow Kai, if you're feeling like a failure, don't. You've got the universe at your back. And you've got the Queen of Cups. You're surrounded by the universe and the Queen of Cups. To me, that's good. So whatever's going on inside, fight through it. I feel there'll be rewards at the end of it. I also feel that your person might be Capricorn or Sagittarius. You were raised in Australia. Yeah, you've just got to blurt out what's on your mind. That's it. So thank you for understanding, good old Nicole. But Snow Kai, I feel like the person you're dealing with may be Sagittarius, Capricorn. And at a last guess, Aries, because they're silent. They're talkative when you're talking about a subject, but I feel internally they struggle to make conversation. So just be aware of that about them. But look, this is the 10 of Cups. This is the happy. And you've got too much happy on the table for me to think it's not. Oh, it did not work out the way you visioned it. So your Virgo rising has cancelled all the plans for the day. Lady Lucia, don't do that. They are Taurus. Unless they've been really hurt in the past and keep to themselves, I can't fit Taurus into it. Okay, the person you have in mind. I can't fit Taurus into it. Because this is someone guarded, protected, and if there's a topic of conversation, they'll be involved, but they don't initiate conversation. This is where I'm getting that the results are going to surprise you. And as I said, you can let it go as it is. You're in limbo. You don't know whether it's a yes or a no. If you ask, you get your answer straight away. If it's a no, at least you've got certainty. And yes, good old Nicole, the thunder is rolling in here in Melbourne. There's the Ace of Cups. I feel like everything that, and this is 2024, right? I can almost see that this is going to be the reads for 2024. It's going to be an internal, external fight. Because internally, I feel there's reluctance, but externally, there's all these cups, there's all this happiness, there's all this. Yeah, I'd miss Melbourne if I moved away. I travel around Australia though, so I get the best of both worlds. A friend of mine moved back from Canada to Melbourne mid-summer quite a few years ago with her Canadian husband, and they could not stand summer. It was like I'd live perfectly in Canada, I reckon, because that's what I like. Now, Snow Kai, another great card for you. Everybody's saying cheers. Too hot for them. It definitely was. But my friend had lived in... Yes, it's saying cheers, Charlie. So Snow Kai, don't be reluctant on this one, because I get that there is a celebration after. But I feel you're saving up for what you see as the ideal situation. Princess Boo Boo, welcome in. Happy New Year. Happy 2024. You've had rain for days. In Germany. Yeah. So you can sort of understand why I'm getting this. You can understand that situation. You've got the strength card. Have the strength to get your answer. Because I feel like all the yuck is internal for you. You don't have to fully go out and say, look, I've got a crush on you. You don't have to go that far. All you have to do is say, look, I found you really interesting. Do you mind if we go in and get a coffee? You're not committing to anything other than a coffee. Who knows, you could be bored with them after the coffee. But you're providing that other person with an inroad. So if someone is shy, providing a shy person, and I did pick up that they were shy, providing that person with an inroad to get to know you better. Like, you don't have to come out and fully say, I've got a crush on you. You just have to say, oh, let's get together for a coffee. I'd like to get to know you better. Or, I had a really interesting time when we were talking about such and such. Do you want to get a coffee? And seriously, if they invite other people, I'd take that as a no. But at least you're getting your answer. I feel the answer's going to be positive, though. Yeah, the coffees. Look, I rewatched a video. I used to do training on sexual harassment in the workplace, and I watched one of the videos I used to play, and it was like, would you like to go out for a coffee or any non-stimulating beverage you choose? And I'm like, God, did I really peddle that crap? This was in my younger years. And it was like, thank goodness I've grown up. And it's like, but in the workplace it can be delicate. So you might not offer a coffee to start with, because coffee is considered addictive. It depends on where you live as to how ingrained addictions can be. Look, I used to offer, when I got to management level, I used to offer my staff to go out for drinks on Friday. And all I said was drinks. I never said alcohol. I never said any type of drink. But apparently I was doing the wrong thing. And it's like, well, what should I say if I offer my staff to go out for drinks on a Friday? Oh, let's go out for water? God, no, I'm not going to change me. And I never got pulled up. Human resources never had a problem with me. So just be aware that if it is a workplace situation, you can have some alternative. And good old Nicole, yeah, be like the water wagon. Nah, don't want that. But it was like, you know, some workplaces can be really funny. So just, if it is a workplace thing, be aware. Lemon, lime and bitters. Yeah, but a lot of people put vodka in their lemon, lime and bitters. So that would even be... Apparently. I don't, but that would even be taboo. And yes, and you had the star at the bottom of the deck, Snow-Kai. I have no concerns whatsoever about this connection. I feel that's the secret. No, we don't have secrets, Princess Boo Boo. We don't have secrets. Yeah, check out to see if they are Irish. I feel there is an Irish link there. But from the cards I got, the only thing holding you back here is then I need to say their surname starts with SM. Their first or surname starts with SM. I got an Irish connection, Princess Boo Boo, but oh no, I like the Mexican coffee better. Kahlua. I'm letting a lot of my secrets slip. You'll know me inside out by the time I finish streaming. By the time I finish streaming, you'll know me inside out. So if you can relate to the SM in the name, Snow-Kai. What I was getting was like Seamus. Yes, I do like my Mexican coffee. I do like my Mexican coffee. Now, let's see if I can get... Okay, I'm getting through my shout-out list today. Thank you for putting up the list, Alex. I do have subs to boost. So, okay. I think I'm pretty much in order. I do 2 subs, 1 non. 2 subs, 1 non. So... Ah... Someone else comes to mind with the SM. Look, I got celebration, I got cheers. And clinking glasses. So... And yes, Wolfie actually did give me a read the other day. It was very intense. Misery Pimp, thank you for the hydrate. It was very intense, but so was my Christmas. Troopers, welcome in. Okay, and at the moment, Samantha. And happy 2024 to you. I just have to see if Samantha is still in the... I don't see, but if somebody else in the viewers could go in and have a look to see if Samantha is still in the chat. Samantha Blake Fox. See if they're still in the chat. Chillins, haven't seen you for ages. Happy 2024. Thank you, Princess Boo Boo. Gone. So we go on to next. Thank you, good old Nicole. And Charlie, you are up next. And I do feel, Charlie, I'm feeling excitement when I get to your handle. Mystical Whim, Happy New Year to you. It's been a long while, Chillins. I hope you've been living a really good life. Oh, obviously not good now. The coffee went down the wrong way. Now, Charlie, I'm getting a super positive, happy energy with you at the moment. Can you relate to that, Charlie? A very positive energy. Well, I'm glad you're alive. I just hope you had fun doing it, Chillins. But Charlie, I'm getting a super positive, happy. Just let me know if that resonates, and I do have to adjust my English. Charlie's English is a second language, so, and been doing really well learning English in my stream. I've been super impressed. Yes, but I feel 2024 may be your year, Charlie. Because I feel like ideas you've had have been big. Challenge, you can join the queue, or you can put up a list to see. I know, Princess Boo Boo, it's awesome. Now I have to, yeah. But I do feel that 2024 is your year, Charlie. The dreams you've had have been big and not attainable realistically. But I do feel like 2024 is an unrealistic year where the things that aren't real are going to pop up. You've tried to be patient with everyone, Charlie. You've tried to be understanding. And now you're at a point where enough understanding I'm going to do, or I'm going to say. And it will pay off. I feel like there's a dream of Italy. Charlie, if you can just pop up in the chat again. I feel like there's a dream of Italy. Okay. Not at the moment. Pop back in and let me know. I'm not going to change that one. It came up in 2 cards. Can you understand harvest time? I was speaking to a farmer here in Australia, and they're harvesting their wheat just before Christmas because of the weather predictions. They were harvesting their wheat, their chickpea, and their lentils. And it was because of the weather. And I feel like harvest time has moved up for you. Or time to reap rewards. Okay, you've got the Star card. You've got Judgment, which is a celebration. It's your calling. Charlie, can you understand being involved in gaming? And this is where Sweet Tea Plays comes in handy. Because I'm seeing a game where it's almost like a balance ring. It's either a balance ring or a golden egg. Yeah. If you're in the viewers Sweet Tea Plays, can you let me know if there's a game that has like a balance ring, a ring that tips on a flat surface, or a golden egg? Any gamers can tell me if there is a game that exists like that. I know a movie that has something similar, but you don't know of it. Well, I can say the movie. The Consultant. And just letting people know, the rumbling, if the mic's picking it up, the rumbling is actually thunder and lightning. So I'm going to stream for as long as I can, but if the power goes out, the power goes out. Can you understand a movie, The Consultant, Charlie? Yes, the movie or the series. I don't know whether it's a movie or a series. I've only seen the series. And I'm not into that psychedelic suspense. My person even questioned what I meant by psychedelic suspense, but it was unrealistic suspense. The Man Made of Gold. The Consultant is the movie. If you're familiar with the movie, Charlie, I feel someone is getting nightmares because of the movie. If you can't relate to it being a game, I saw the spinning ring first. Charlie, I have to say here that this could actually be an arranged relationship. If you can understand an arranged relationship, you didn't see the movie. That's okay. If you can understand an arranged relationship, that's why I got the spinning ring. And don't worry, even here in Australia, we have parents who will set their children up arranged, organised, where family encourage you to marry someone. And I do come from a Catholic background, and that still happens. Chatterings. Is that Dreamweaver? Is that a game? This is where my lack of knowledge is a struggle. It's a game. Okay. Well, there you go, Charlie. I feel like it's an organised marriage or introduction where family introduce. And even here in Australia, it does happen. When I was 24, and I chose to be single at 24, my mother set me up. I went in to see my sick nephew, and she'd organised a date with the damn doctor. And I can hear everybody laughing, don't worry. But it actually did happen. It's like I chose to be single. Why would I want to date a doctor that's never available? Oh, I could have... no, doctors in Australia don't get paid as much as elsewhere in the world. But, Dreamweaver, if you're still typing, can you type arranged into the chat for Charlie? It's like parents organise. Nectarnot, welcome in. Not sure what I mean. Okay. There you go, Charlie. I've typed it in. It's where families arrange a relationship. And, oh, that's okay, Nectarnot. I've always found that interesting, Nectarnot, that people can fall asleep to an Aussie twang. We're not known to have the most eloquent of accents. There you go, good old Nicole. It does happen though. You fall asleep during a stream. I've done it. Okay. There we go. Oh, thank you, Nectar. I try to be affirming, but my Scorpio tongue's got me in so much trouble. I've actually insulted people. And yeah, it's like you don't even realise it. I sit with my earphones. I've got like a call centre earphone, so one ear is listening to other things and the other ear is listening to the stream. But I've still fallen asleep. There you go. I was almost too. People think because you're in Australia, no, that doesn't happen. But, there you go. Can I ask, is Grandpa now in heaven? I have to ask because I do feel the meeting is going to take place. No, still alive. I feel the meeting is going to take place. So if your grandpa tried to arrange it 3 years ago, I feel like you are gonna meet that person. There's going to be no pressure though. There you go. The very next card. The Lovers. There's going to be no pressure. I get now. You'll feel that your grandfather is applying pressure. There we go. Applying pressure. No. It's not implied pressure. It's not false pressure. And the Two of Cups. I get that this could work out, Charlie. The person your grandpa had in mind, I get that it could work out. It took me a long way to get there, but I got it. I do see a few religious cards that makes me feel that Grandpa is religious. Extremely so. You see a chance meeting. It's still going to happen though. I saw the original arrangement, but there you go, Dreamweaver. I feel it working out. It might be a chance meeting, but it's with the person that Grandpa tried to arrange the meeting. If that makes sense. I feel Grandpa is religious, so I believe this will be a long process. A fast recap. Okay, Charlie. The person Grandpa arranged the meeting with, I feel you will meet. Whether it is by chance, like Dreamweaver said, or whether it is Grandpa doing it again, I feel you will meet them. I feel that Grandpa is very religious, and yet you and the other person are modern, and there will be some discomfort with taking it to physical. There'll be an implied pressure, as in a false pressure that you're feeling, that Grandpa wants it to happen. And that false pressure, I feel, is only internal for you, Charlie. I do see it working out well. And I feel that there's a game that involves a circular ring. A gold circular ring. And I believe it was Dreamweaver that actually told me that there was a game, Chatter Rings. So if that resonates, Charlie, that is your recap. In a nutshell. But I do get that 2024 is your year. Okay. I'm going to allow this because it translates differently, I know. Ah, there you go. That's interesting, because Guadalupe is, if I'm not mistaken, Dreamweaver, Guadalupe is, you said Chatter Rings. I feel the rings are worldwide stuff. But thank you for the feedback, Charlie. Your grandpa must adore you. Okay, where am I? Whew. Okay. Misery Pimp, you are up. That's where I was with the shout outs. Rewatch the reading. That's okay, Charlie. It's sometimes difficult for me. You're welcome, Misery Pimp. Jitter Chattering. Okay, there we go. Phoenix Full of Light, happy 2024 to you too. Now, Misery Pimp. I'm picking up the... I feel you may have been researching a dark subject. Only for knowledge. Only for knowledge. In the past year. Can you understand the darkness reminding you of a person that's no longer living? I feel you may, and this is difficult for me to say because I don't often pick it up. I feel there was someone whose life was taken, as in murdered. Thank you, Dreamweaver, for the info. Not sure. Can you understand somebody found in an alleyway beside a club? I think you'd know if you knew somebody who was murdered. I do, so no. Then what is it with the black hoodie? Okay, come on. Come on, get it through to me. Sorry, I'm talking to my guides now. I'm telling them to get it through to me. Because they were so clear. Okay. See, this is where I know if I say lucky you, it's going to sound sarcastic. But I actually do know somebody whose life was taken in that way. And it's a difficult situation. But there's someone who wears a black hoodie. And I want to say you're investigating, in the past year of investigating, this person has come to mind. I feel like the person I'm picking up was somewhat gothic. Oh, you looked for a serial killer to beat them up. But I feel, can you understand, Misery Pimp, that your research into the dark side has brought this person to mind? I can understand if you looked for a serial killer. You're not sure. I'm going to have to stick with it. It's what I was given. It's like it's brought this person to mind. But it's also made you want to enrich your life. I'm glad I got that sorted. Thank you for helping me get it sorted. And I want to say this isn't with the love stuff. You're wanting to enrich your life. You're wanting to expand your knowledge more, but on the lighter side. Just let me know if that resonates. Finances. I know you only work in the light, but if we don't have knowledge of, hey, Blue Light Oracle, happy 2024. If we don't know, or if we don't research the dark, we don't know what to stay away from. Oh, you came from the dark. But last year, I feel your research, you had to research something that was dark. I do get that you're staying away. There you go. But the research was more to do with knowledge. That's the research I was picking up. I wasn't picking up left-handed magic. I've got too many friends that were left-handed. I used to be left-handed, left-hand preferred. I was ambidextrous, but I preferred left hand. I don't think there's anything evil in left hand. I do feel an interest in crafting, as in crafting metals. I don't know whether there's work in cast iron. It's either cast iron or sterling silver. It's a firm metal. And there's some beautiful things that have been made out of it. There you go. Do it, because I feel like you have the skill. And I feel like it's more than thought. I wouldn't necessarily call them weapons. You could call them athames. And even in white magic, athames are used to, yeah. There you go. See, athames. 5 of athames. I feel like you're seeking something to almost meditate in. And this is what's coming up. There seems to be a return to nature, so I don't know whether you've started planting your own herb garden or minimalizing. It's a return to nature and what's needed rather than what's wanted. And you've been walking a lot in nature. I feel it's beneficial for you, Misery Pimp. I really do. I feel it's been quickly beneficial. There's external pressures that are coming in, but you're dealing with them well. There is a desire to walk away from those who put you in pressure. And I feel this has to do with stress. This has to do with mental pressure. And that's where I see the meditation being, as in, I always meditate best when I'm focused. So if I focus on a task and get it done, I've got job satisfaction and I've meditated. And I feel, Misery Pimp, that's the same for you. Yeah. I get that you're in two minds of whether to stay or walk away. I feel walking away, the stress is only going to follow you. And whenever I get stress following you, I feel it's like the tax office. No, sometimes walking away is the bravest thing you can do. I've been in situations, Misery Pimp, where I wished I had have walked away. You're going through a rite of passage. So don't see walking away as being cowardice. And now I'm hearing The Gambler by Kenny Rogers. That's bizarre. It's like you've got to know when to turn the other cheek. Know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away. So sometimes walking away is the best solution. Because I feel like whoever's pressuring you stress-wise is also angering you. But I feel it could be corporation just, and it's been a bit bumpy. Then if you've just moved, I would say whatever stressed you the most from your last situation has followed you. And there's a way to deal with it. But I feel the new city has been, it's been a bit bumpy, as you said, but it's also been refreshing. You found there are other people similar to yourself. And let's face it, us freaky people, they either like us or they don't like us. There's no in-between ground. Then if that's the case, Misery Pimp, I do see you working in some form of forging. Like I said, with the picking up the working with cast iron or working with stainless steel, I do feel that that could be for you. And I do get it being meditative. So pop back in and let us know how it works out. Yeah. But never think of walking away as cowardice. I used to. I've since changed my mind on it. But I feel there's like a government... There's like a government thing that's followed you. I know you just got there, but that's okay. I understood where. But there's like a government thing that's followed you. And governments worldwide, we're all different, so I can't always be specific on what. Oh, there you go. I feel you'll successfully fly under the radar. I'm getting very nature oriented, very minimalistic. That's okay. You don't have to talk about it here. But I'm getting nature oriented, very minimalistic. So I feel you will succeed. Everybody wants us poor. Everybody wants us poor. But remember, you're better than everybody. And I feel that'll get you through. But I feel you live near where this forging is done. So keep an eye out for it. I feel with the forging, yes. Not totally. Unfortunately, when we try and run from things, they eventually catch up, but I feel with the forging thing, whatever is following you will be dealt with. They're aggro. I didn't see any aggression, Misery Pimp, but I do get the... Look for somewhere close to you that does forging of metals, because I feel that that will be your passion, your job. If not your job, your passion. And I feel no one will expect to look. Or no one would want to tangle with you. If that resonates. Is it the person in the hoodie that's the aggro? The black hoodie? If you start forging, they'll be scared of you. But is it the person in the black hoodie that I saw at the start that's the aggro? That would make sense, actually. You get no clue who they are. I don't have a clue who they are either. But good luck with your 2024. I feel it will be productive. Ah. That's okay. I didn't pick up that. So I only give what I get. And I wasn't getting that. You're welcome, Misery Pimp. And good luck with 2024. I do feel it will be liberating. Sabs, you're up. Hello, Sabs. Happy 2024. Okie dokie. Now, let's see. I need to use these cards. I feel like there's a continuum. What started in 2023 is still going in 2024. You're the only person I've got that has been a continuum situation. Thank you, Horse-Drawn Portrait, for the joke. And Gemini Jekka, the Magician Subdue. The Magician T or 7. The Magician 7 Subdue. Still working on... Yeah, I feel it's like you haven't had your new year yet. You know how most people, there's a clear line between last year and this year? I feel for you, there's still things hanging on. I know, I felt it was coming too, didn't I, Sabs? Okay. Yeah, there's recognition for past work. Okay. Be front and center. I feel there's an urge to let work speak for itself and stop anything else, but I'm picking up be front and center and ask questions. I do feel there's been some delays because of promises made to your person, Sabs. And those delays have actually caused you some internal pain. I have to say internal pain because I'm not getting... And there's sleepless nights. Remember, if we make a promise to someone, keeping it... Ah, there you go. Sometimes I think my prior person and myself were in competition with one another. But yeah, there's waking up tired. And also a feeling of waking up thirsty, as in dehydration overnight. And I know it's cool where you are, so, or cooler than what it is here. And I do get the feeling your person knows of this. Okay. And they've either been the one to suggest separate beds, or they're taking it as being a necessary part of love. They're the two different ways I can read that outcome. I feel that you're action tired as well, that you've been on the go for a while. Yeah. That makes sense to me now. You're working on a solution. As long as everybody works towards solving problems, we're halfway there. Yeah. I feel it's not going to stop. So whatever you need to do to resurge your energy, I feel that you need to pay attention to it. Yeah, you've been ignoring it so far. I have to cover this card, so give me a second. You've got the Star card, the Temperance card coming out. And the Temperance card is what you give, you get back. So at some point, you need to find that balance. I feel that a lot of your thought has been balance driven. And this is in relation to the work situation. And if you can see flashes in the background, we are having thunder and lightning storms here. So just a heads up on the thunder and lightning storms. I feel you need to strike this balance before jumping in. And I want to say, I think I gave you the 5th of January earlier, Sabs. But I'm hearing the 5th of January again. So there's something pivotal on the 5th of January. You have a dinner planned with your family. Be as silly as you want. I'm feeling that you're holding back your usual self, but be as silly as you want. And I know you'll probably, I'll leave the cards here. I know you'll probably want an oracle. So I'm going to put the Be Right back up. I'm going to do it weird. I'm going to put the Be Right back up. You redeem your oracle, and I'll do it when I come back. You all know my rule, no exploding bladders on stream. So I'll do the oracle when I get back. And I am back. Is that the deck you wanted, Sabs? Sometimes I know people too well. Thank you for the welcome back. As I said, I'm still manifesting a space where I have a room with an ensuite and a kitchenette. I'm manifesting it. Divine timing will let me have it. But I'm grateful I've got this space. So that I'm sitting in gratitude for. And the thunder and lightning are still persisting around me, so we'll see. Okay. Go slower, Karen. Go slower. Okay, that's the card that wanted to come out. Rainbow, hope. Oh. I get that someone's envious of you. When I see this, the E and the V on the rainbow card jump out at me. It's like there's someone that's envious of you. I do get that you're at the leprechaun side of the rainbow. So you've gone through the rain and now the reward is sitting there like the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. But let's see what Crystal Banner has to say about this card. Here we go. When a rainbow appears in the sky, seemingly out of nowhere, it can seem like magic or a sign. Rainbows are a symbol of hope and luck because they represent the vibrant beauty that follows a storm, both literally and figuratively. Rainbows appear in other unexpected ways, such as shimmering reflection from the sun splayed on a wall or in a child's scribbled drawing. Children display the carefree and hopeful vibe of this energy. So when they incorporate rainbows in their art, they are fully reflecting the positivity that this represents. When this sign shows up for you, it's time to try looking at the glass as being half full. You have been through a difficult time, but this rainbow is a beautiful message of endless possibility and wonder, a sign of healing and forward momentum. There are wonderful things waiting for you at the end of this symbolic rainbow, so have faith. Didn't I say there were things at the end of the rainbow? That was the Karen version, and then the Crystal Banner version. Yeah. An important additional message is let go of previous struggles. And I want to say, because children were reflected in Crystal Banner's meaning, I want to say whatever you've got on the 5th of January, feel free to be silly. It may not make sense now, but it will on the 5th of January. Give yourself permission to be silly. So, Sabs, hopefully it resonated for you, even though I did have to take a break before your oracle card. But I did see the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, and I'll show you the card. There's no real pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. It's just a drawn rainbow. So, okie dokie. And I've noticed for some reason that finally the pyrite that's within this lapis lazuli is sparkling today. It's never really sparkled before. There we go, Karen. I'm picking up cards left, right and centre. It's me being clumsy. It's got nothing to do with cards popping out. You're welcome, Sabs. And I get that you'll understand the permission to be silly on the 5th of January. And I do get a fun time. So I feel you may have been hesitating, but I get that it's going to be a fun time. Oh, now I've got to wiggle myself round. Yes, look forward to it. And let that happy energy push you forward, because I feel there's a need for balance. So I'll just have a look at the list. Okay. Okay, I can go to next. Alex Chapello, you're up next. Sweet dreams, Sabs. The best of sweet dreams. Yep, Alex Chapello is there. And if you do get thrown to an ad, please let me know, because then I won't skip over you. So hopefully Alex is there. But I haven't got a response from Alex as yet. So good old Nicole, if you are there, pop up. Pop up and say hi. Okay. Hello. Okay. Yes, I'll do your read now. I'm feeling that there is a spirit connection here for you, Nicole. I hope it's okay if I call you Nicole. I'm picking up like a Murray River feeling with this person. I know you said you grew up in Oz. It's like a New South Wales connection. I feel I'm in a forested area. I feel this is coming from spirit. You used to live in New South Wales. Can you understand near a state forest? The Murray River borders New South Wales and Victoria. But I'm seeing like a state forest. You wouldn't recognise the Murray River now. I'm getting Windsor or Richmond. Bathurst, that's good enough. There's a state forest near Bathurst. I'm being taken to that state forest. I'm also seeing Canberra as being, and I do know they're close. Being an Australian, I do know they're close. I feel you lost a friend while in Australia. Yes, I know, Alex. I didn't get an answer, so I went on to Nicole. I'll finish with Nicole's reading. Can you understand losing a friend? No, it's okay, Alex. I'll get to you. I haven't taken you off the list yet, as you can see. Okay. I feel this friend had, I feel you've searched for them. You remembered their name. You remembered their full name. Yeah, I need to go to that one in particular. You've searched for them. And I get a slow drifting. Slow drifting. I feel they may have moved before you did. Oh. Hello, Mark. Welcome in. But I feel they may have moved before you. If you can understand this, just let me know. And I feel that the betrayal was just before high school. Okay. Yeah. I know they did. From what I'm picking up, I know they did. I feel they're no longer with us. That's why your searchers could not find them. And I feel like there's a name similar to Camilla. I feel that's the case. There's a name similar to Camilla. I feel that's the case. I feel a parent may have also had cancer. A parent of theirs may have also had cancer. Okay. Did your grandma pass on due to cancer? You think a sibling of theirs was sick. Okay. I feel that there was like a cancer. But I did get Camilla, or what sounded like Camilla. So if it reminded you of your grandma that passed, I'll get some information. Whoever this is that I have with me had hearing difficulties. Then had a nasty stroke. It wasn't the stroke that I was picking up. So go back to your friend, because I did feel friend at the start. Mariko, welcome in. Nicole, I get hearing difficulties. I feel that relates to the friend. As if sign language was used. Okay? In your quiet moments, have a think about it, because I feel like there was some sort of... she was a terrible listener. That makes sense then. I feel the friendship was more valued than what you think. Sorry, I've got two things going on. 1 minute. I do feel that your disconnect was just as harsh to them as it was to you. I know that you're not going to sit well with that because you felt betrayed. I felt it had something to do with fashion. Believe it or not. Something as trivial as fashion. Just let me know if that resonates with you, Nicole. Yeah. It had to do with fashion. That's just what I get. And saying that, I feel like it had to do with a male. The betrayal, yes. We'll go through it. I was like Matt as well. I'd go clubbing for the music, but hopefully that resonates for you, Nicole. Because I do see you having now a friend and a life that is richer than what you had then. But I do feel like that friend is on the other side. Oh, you're in an ad. Okay, you're back now. I do feel like that friend is on the other side. Yeah, I thought it had to do with a male. And I feel your life is richer now than what it was then. And you've got a friend very similar where you are now. But more loyal. I do have to say more loyal. I'm glad it's better for you now. Yeah, see? I knew that. But just know that you're remembered. And I do have to take a break to refill my coffee, actually. And I feel that you needed to hear that to know that you were remembered. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Alex Chipolo, you will be up next. Yeah, just know that you remembered. Yeah, I know you're next, Alex Chipolo. I'm going to put the bee right back up. I need to refill my coffee and stretch my legs. A bit more than I did before. And I'll be back. You probably got confused because I moved Mark up the queue. But Mark's my very first sub and has continued to sub the whole time. I'll do the reading when I come back, Alex. Alexa Chipolo. I hope I got it right. Yeah. Good on Nicole. Good on you, Mark. Loyalty is important to me, so I do it. But Alexa. Okay, Alexa. Hopefully I don't set everybody's Alexas off, but You're welcome, good old Nicole, and thank you for stopping by. We only saw each other in Blue Moss Dragonette's read, so thank you for stopping by. Okay, and I'll be as quick as I can. I don't know how quick as I can is going to turn out.